The person I've been analysing is Bailey M. After analysing and reviewing your game against GPS Reading, I've picked out both strengths and weaknesses to your performance. The first strength that I noticed through watching your performance was your cardiovascular endurance, which is also known as stamina. We can see that your cardiovascular endurance is a strength, as we see that you are able to continue the entire game at the same effort and determination from start to finish. This is a strength that you gain because you don't fatigue as quickly as other players, meaning you are able to be a solid player in midfield, ensuring you are fulfilling your role as a box-to-box player, doing your bit both defensively and offensively. An example of this in the game was when the opposition won the ball back in their half and counter-attacked. You were then able to get back behind the ball to help our defence out by winning the ball back. The next strength I picked out from your performance in this game was your mental state, specifically talking about your determination and motivation as a player. We can clearly see that you are very determined in this game, as you are constantly pushing players to put them under pressure in order to give your team the best possible chance of winning. Furthermore, we see your motivation going forwards as a player, as you are motivated to put your team in the best positions to score. We see this through your desire to get the ball from the opposition, pass it through to our attackers. This is a strength because in this game you made a lot of our attacking plays, which helped us win the game. By analysing this performance, I've come to a conclusion that Bailey's passing was a strength, however could be improved on. The reason for this is because during the game he did not only play short passes, but he attempted long passes as well. Although he gave away possession 3 times, he still played a massive part in the attacking performance of the team just in the first 15 minutes of the game. An example of this within the first 15 minutes of the game was when he won the ball back in our own half and played a long ball to put our wingers in a good attacking position. Not only did his successful long passes have a positive impact in the game, however his short passes also played a big part in rebuilding and starting attacks. We can see this as he played passes back and forward depending on his surrounding and the opposition. This makes his passing a strength, as he tries to play the best possible pass unless there are no obvious options for him. Areas for improvement. We can clearly see that his speed is a weakness by looking at the match played against GPS within the first 15 minutes of the game. An example of Bailey showing his lack of speed in the game is when he pressed the opposition team. When he presses the opposition team, he isn't able to press fast enough, and in effect there is a lack of pressure put on the players. Due to this, they're able to pick passes to play very easy. If he were to improve on this component, he would not only improve his performance, but he will make a positive impact on the team's sporting performance as well. The reason being that he would be able to put pressure on his oppositions much faster, increasing the likelihood of the opposition making a mistake. The next weakness that I was able to pick out from your performance in this game was your shooting. In this game we can clearly see a lack of shooting in your performance. This could be because your positional play in the attacking third, however it could also be the lack of confidence in your ability when it comes to shooting. When shots were taken, they were often weak but had the accuracy. Therefore, to improve on your shooting, you must build up the power you can generate in your legs to stand more of a chance of scoring some of your shots taken. The final weakness I picked out from your performance was your positional play. I noticed this was a weakness of yours, both offensively and defensively. If you were to improve on this aspect of your performance, you will find that it will make a lot of things you do seem easier. For example, defensively, if your positional play was correct, you'll be able to decrease the amount that you have to run in order to intercept or put pressure on the opposition. This is more likely going to force the opposition to make a mistake. Offensively, we see that your positional play is off due to the fact that you are not getting in good positions to take shots and test the goalkeeper. Goals that I've set. To improve on your speed, so that you're able to cut off between 0.3 and 0.5 seconds on your 35-meter sprint. To improve your shooting so that you are taking 5 shots every game. To improve your positional play so that you're able to make 5 more tackles in a game and so you are taking 5 shots a game. Smart targets. For speed, the smart target that I've set you for speed is to increase your 15-meter sprint time by 0.3 seconds after 6 weeks of SAQ training. Shooting, the target I've set for your shooting is to average 1 goal every 2 games throughout the season. Positional play, the target I have set for your positional play is to have 80% of shots you take in every game on target. Suggestions for improvement. The first weakness I identified was your lack of speed in the game. Something I would recommend for you to develop and improve your speed would be SAQ training. Speed, agility, quickness. This is a type of training that specifically targets the improvement of speed. This is because it is made up of exercises that are going to build up strength and power in your leg. Examples of exercises in this type of training would be things like the parachute run, resistance sprint, and hurdles. These improve your speed as they are required to push off the ground with your legs with force, which builds up the appropriate muscles in your leg to improve your speed. Another suggestion would be for you to partake in plyometric training. This is training also known as jump training. This will improve your speed because it will build the power in your legs, allowing your strides to be more explosive. The next weakness that I picked out for your shooting was your shooting. This could be improved through a couple of things. The first thing I would suggest for improvement of shooting would be simply practice shooting in training session. When doing this, I would recommend starting off easy to get used to it, to then build up to doing it when you are in pressured environment. This is going to help your positional play, therefore you're going to learn what positions you should be in to take shots. Another recommendation I would give, if it is your confidence affecting your shooting, would be to positive self-talk. This is essentially where you say good things about yourself in order to make you feel good about yourself and to build confidence in yourself. By doing this, you are eventually going to get to the point where you're confident enough to take shots. The final area for improvement that I identified from your performance was your positional play. I would suggest for you to watch players such as Dybala or Wijnaldum in order to learn and pick up things from them playing. For example, you would be able to look at their positioning throughout the game and you could transfer it to when you play. This will improve your positional play as you're more likely going to be in the right place both defensively and offensively, which makes things easy, such as shooting and pressing players, much easier to do.